Ladies and gentlemen, it is time to step on the ice for some biscuits and penalties. I'm your starting goaltender, Cobra, and I am joined, of course, on the ice by Ben, and stepping onto the ice for probably the first time ever, Kat. Hey,
Hey
Kat.
guys.
Normally
Hey.
you're doing the other American sports, with dirt and turf and a hard count, but you're here now.
Yeah, I don't get hockey. I really don't, but I've watched so many highlights and I've everybody's
She
going to make
was
fun of
doing
me.
her research. It was so adorable, guys. She did
Everybody's
her
going to make fun of
research.
me. I've probably only watched a whole one or two games. Um and I was actually really surprised how many fights actually do break out during a hockey game.
Yep. And by the way, it is awesome. It's always awesome. Also, I will say, Kat, when you actually step onto the ice for the first time, you have no idea the amount of speed on that ice. The closer you get onto the ice, the more you really know that sense of speed. But that's enough about my experience on the ice because I actually have stepped on the ice before. Yeah,
I've been ice skating. Does that count?
yes, yeah, it counts. That counts.
Okay.
Yep. So you actually do have experience on ice, so that's fine. Um. Okay, so we're gonna get started. We're on our obviously we're on the ice doing a round table. So interestingly enough, Alex Ovechkin, back in the lineup for the Washington Capitals. And he's getting obviously Wayne Gretzky's goal record, not his point record, but his goal record is getting closer and closer to being broken by the great eight, Alex Ovechkin. So, Kat, Ben, Ben's obviously a Caps fan, so he probably has more insight, but I'm going to start with Ben. Ben, how does Ovechkin beat Wayne Gretzky's goal record this year, or does he wait till does he finish it at next season?
Well, barring injury and from what he's been doing, putting out the production he's been doing, he's done it. He's scored 18 goals in 22 games. He came back within 2 weeks from a leg injury, broke his leg basically, and came back.
Yeah.
He's already been scoring. He's already scoring goals again. He's 24 goals away.
Earlier this season, like October, November.
It's January.
I know. Yeah, I think it was like late, like the middle of November.
I wonder if I can find like an X-ray. Hold on, I'm gonna look.
He's a Russian machine. What can I say?
Yep. Amazing what you can do with Toradol. Anyhow, but yeah, I mean, I believe that Ovechkin can do it. He has definitely been on the scoring clip that he has in the past, but of course, we all know that his age is catching up to him. We do know this, and we also don't know the extent of that leg injury, but it's Ovechkin. That's the other factor. It's Ovechkin.
Compared to last season, he had what? How many goals did he have last season?
Yeah. Also, it helps that Ovechkin's team around him is younger. It's also more complete. Goaltending is superior, especially with Logan Thompson in net. No relation, by the way, but Logan Thompson in net coming in from the Vegas Golden Knights. Of course, he had controversy surround him because of how he styled his goalie pads. He unfortunately styled his goalie pads with what he was trying to do was a Mike Palmateer design where Mike Palmateer, when he was a goaltender with the Capitals, his mask was designed. It was red with well, it wasn't red. It was just it had like a red bar across it, red
Okay.
X with the stars in it. It looked almost like a miniature Confederate flag. So
Oh.
that's why it had a little controversy,
Okay.
because that's how it looked to some people, but that was not the idea that Logan Thompson was trying to go for. But that's enough
Yeah.
of that.
I can't.
So he
can't
broke
find
his left fibula
Yes.
on November 18th.
Yeah.
That's not as bad as if you break like your femur.
No.
So
But still being able to come back from
I mean,
that.
still, it's a broken leg.
Yes, it's still a broken leg. I mean,
But
it's pretty painful.
if I took my notes correctly, boys.
And she has been taking notes, guys. This
I-
is the amazing thing. This is someone who never experienced hockey before, but is willing to challenge herself. She took notes.
I counted. The Capitals have 44 games left in their season.
Yes.
Yeah, barring playoffs, and we'll get to that in the standings.
Right.
Playoffs don't count for the
Right.
goal count.
Playoffs don't count for regular season statistics. That is correct.
So anything that he scored in the playoffs doesn't count.
Correct.
For his...
Correct. Because that is a set. That is like in the NFL and the MLB. That is a separate stat column.
Gretzky has a pretty
That's good to know. But there's 44 games left in the season. He only needs 24 goals.
Yes.
So even if he only plays half of the games that they have remaining, he's got a shot at this.
He does. And considering it's Ovechkin, if he does, like, let's say a hat trick if he does a hat trick, he could get it 3 goals in a game.
Okay.
Yeah. So if he did that, he'd get it in 8. He'd get it in 8.
That's crazy.
It is. It is. And it is possible considering it's Ovechkin.
See, and I grew up with guys who loved watching hockey. Like they were the guys that later on they played lacrosse because going to the hockey skating rink was too far away. Like the closest skating rink.
That and actually experiencing ice hockey is very up close.
Yeah.
Is very different.
Yeah.
Anyone thinks that they could just strap on a set of skates and it's easy. No, it's not.
No, absolutely not.
It's not easy to step on the ice and skate. I've tried that. I actually had to learn how to skate.
Yeah. It takes so much time and effort. And these were also the guys that they played football, they'd play baseball, they'd play lacrosse. Like they didn't have time to drive an hour to the rink.
Correct.
So here's the stat. So Gretzky in the playoffs has 122 goals and 208 games in his playoff career. However, Ovechkin has 72 goals with 151 games played in his career.
Right.
So
there are a couple of times where Ovechkin has missed the playoffs.
Yeah, and also where the Capitals really weren't that good.
Yeah, especially losing to the second round to, what do you know, fucking Penguins.
Every fucking time. And then that year they won the Stanley Cup.
May be mortal, but he'll forever own the Caps.
Then when we finally beat the Penguins at one time, when that year they won the Stanley Cup, I knew that was the year.
Yep. Again, you had Braden Holt Beast. That's all I got to say. Anywho, but there's one more bit of news that happened this week that makes you love hockey, and that is, of course, it having to do with the USA Hockey, and of course Johnny Gaudreau. As obviously all of us hockey fans know what happened to Johnny Gaudreau who was tragically killed by a drunk driver
With
while
his brother, right?
with his brother while they were cycling and they were getting ready for their sister's wedding.
I have to say, it's not just hockey fans.
No, it's not.
It's a lot of sports fans and a lot of
Yes.
families who have been impacted by
Yes.
drinking.
Yeah, it sucks. It sucks.
Yeah.
However, the USA Hockey, knowing that Johnny Gaudreau would have been on their roster, because of his skill level and just how good he was as an American-born player from the Jersey area, because that's where he's from.
Mhm.
The USA Hockey decided to basically give him, a posthumous locker, if that makes sense. Like he has a spot on the team posthumously.
Oh wow.
So that was a nice gesture from USA Hockey. It's because I think we Ben, you and I know that that Gaudreau would definitely have been on the national team for USA, definitely, just because of his skill set.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, Johnny Hockey was that good. He was. And we know that the Columbus Blue Jackets definitely miss him. So all right. So that's enough of the round table. Let's get to the standings.
Okay,
Uh,
standings.
All right. So in the Eastern Conference in the Atlantic Division, we have at the top of it the Toronto Maple Leafs. 24-13-2 with 50 points. By the way, Kat, if you're wondering how the point system works, it's 2 points for a win, 1 point for an overtime loss, and no points for a regular loss. So an overtime loss is considered with an overtime loss or a shootout loss. All right.
Okay.
So that's how that's determined. A little bit of help for you. The Florida Panthers, 23-14-2, 48 points. The Boston Bruins, 16-4, 44 points. The Tampa Bay Lightning, 20-13-2, 42 points. The Ottawa Senators, 19-16-2, 40 points.
The middle of the road.
Yep. The Montreal Canadiens, 17-17-3, 37 points. The Detroit Red Wings, 16-18-4, 36 points.
Oh, that's another team that I know, the Red Wings.
That's sad to see.
Yep.
Well,
I told you guys last if you listened to the podcast last week, I said to Alex, the Yzer plan isn't working. Steve Yzerman is not doing a good job with Detroit like he did in Tampa. So, just saying.
Sad
and then,
to see.
Yeah, especially for a legend like Steve Yzerman for Detroit. And in last place in the Atlantic Division is the Buffalo Sabres. 14-20-5, 33 points.
Oof.
Then in the Metropolitan Division, you have the Washington Capitals. Hey,
hell yeah.
25-10-3, 53 points.
Yay.
Yep.
Oh, hey, Kat, guess what? A team that's actually in New Jersey, named after New Jersey.
Yep, the New Jersey Devils, 24-14-3, 51 points.
And they're actually in New Jersey. That's amazing.
They're in Newark, New Jersey.
Oh, wow.
And Raleigh, the Carolina Hurricanes, 23-13-2, 48 points. You got the Pittsburgh Penguins, 17-17-5, 39 points. And what? No! Yinzer, get out of here! Get out of here! Tomorrow! Yeah. Sorry about that. Yinzer always shows up whenever there's a Pittsburgh.
You know what? I just have to talk about the Ravens.
No, enough.
I'll just talk about the Ravens anytime Yinzer shows up. So there.
Yep. All right. Yep.
Scare him off.
And speaking of Johnny Gaudreau, the team that he was signed to, the Columbus Blue Jackets, 16-17-6, 38 points. The Philadelphia Flyers, 17-18-4, 38 points. The New York Rangers, 17, 19, and 1, 35 points.
Did you say Rangers?
Rangers, yes.
Yes. Yep.
And the New
Okay.
York Islanders, 14, 18, and 7, 35 points.
Yeesh.
And what the hell's going on with the Islanders?
I had no idea there were so many hockey teams.
There's 32 now.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes, 32. And trust me, you're gonna love some of these names, and some of them you're gonna look at me like, wait, what? And now we're in the Western Conference in the Central Division, and at the top, possibly the best team in the NHL because of their goaltender Connor Hellebuck, the Winnipeg Jets. No, not those Jets. Not the Jets from New York, aka New Jersey, led by future Minnesota Viking Aaron Rodgers. I'm talking about the Winnipeg Jets. 27, 11, and 2, 56 points. The Minnesota Wild, 24, 11, and 4, 52 points. The Colorado Avalanche, 24 and 15, 48 points. The Dallas Stars, 23, 13, and 1, 47 points. The former Arizona Coyotes, now the Utah Hockey Club, named to be determined possibly next season, 17, 15, and 6, 40 points. The St. Louis Blues, 18, 17, and 4, 40 points. The Nashville Predators, 11, 20, and 7, 29 points. And the Chicago Blackhawks, 12, 24, and 2, 26 points. Jonathan Toews is thinking about making a comeback for the Blackhawks, but I don't think that's going to go anywhere, no matter how desperate they are.
You're better off getting CM Punk on the ice.
Pretty much.
I'd love that. Can we make that happen, please?
Not going to happen. He probably has as much skill as he does as he had in the UFC. Hey-oh.
Hey, Jinxies.
Yep. And
I would pay money to put skates on you and CM Punk.
I probably
one of you.
Kat, I still have my skates. I could probably still skate despite my back injury. I would put on my goaltender equipment and I would do it. All right, now to the Pacific Division. We have the Vegas Golden Knights, not the Las Vegas Golden Knights.
Okay.
26, 9, and 3, 55 points. The Los Angeles Kings, 22, 10, and 5, 49 points. The Edmonton Oilers, 22, 12, and 3,
oh, I know
47 points. The Vancouver Canucks, 18, 11, and 8, 44 points. The Calgary Flames, 18, 13, and 7, 43 points. The Seattle Kraken, 17, 19, and 3, 37 points. Yes, I still don't like the name. I think they should have been named the Grunge.
I love the Kraken.
Yeah, it should have been the Grunge.
The Kraken.
They could have come out to Smells Like Teen Spirit. Their power play song would have been Dem Bone, or then they could have come out to Dem Bones. Power play Smells Like Teen Spirit. Could have had Dave Grohl. Like, come on.
See, they probably had somebody who lived in Seattle actually voting on this.
No, they had copyright already placed, and I'm like, why?
Honestly, what they kind of played off of a little bit? They kind of played off the Sea Dragon from when
that's what it was. That's all. They were playing off the Sea Dragons.
And honestly, I wish the Sea Dragons come back. That'd be great.
The Anaheim Ducks, 16, 17,
Quack.
and 4.
Wait, they're a real team?
Quack.
Yes, formerly known as the Mighty Ducks. Yeah,
that's a real team.
Yes, they're a real team. They're a real team, and they used the logo. They used the logo. Yes,
that movie.
I watched those movies.
Around it, basically, that movie.
And of course,
that movie came out and was basically the promotion for Disney for that team.
Yep. Yes. And of course, the final team in the standings, the San Jose Sharks. 12, 23, and 6, 30 points. Yeah. All right. Okay.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so now we get on to closing the show out with the games of the weekend.
Bang.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. And so basically, I'm going to read off the games, and Kat, Ben, you pick 2 for Saturday and 1 for Sunday. Games of the weekend. So for tomorrow, we have the Rangers and Capitals, the Devils and the Sharks, the Canadiens Avalanche, the Bruins Maple Leafs, the Wild, the Hurricanes, the Blues and the Blue Jackets, the Red Wings and the Jets, the Utah and the Stars, Lightning and the Kings, Sabres and the Golden Knights, Oilers and the Kraken, Predators and the Flames. And on Sunday, we have the Rangers, Blackhawks, Islanders, Bruins, Penguins, Hurricanes, Flyers, Maple Leafs, and the Lightning and the Ducks. So, like I said, Ben, give me 2 for Saturday, 1 for Sunday. Kat, you do the same. I'll follow at the end. Go ahead.
All right, so I'm definitely going Rangers Capitals.
I figured.
The next one, let's go with the Blues and the Blue Jackets.
Okay, and now for Sunday.
And for Sunday, let's go with what would be the best? Let's test the might of the Flyers against the Maple Leafs.
Ooh, nice. All right.
That's always been a good matchup anyway.
Kat, it's your turn.
Okay. Can I go Red Wings Jets?
All right, Red Wings and Jets.
Alex just got a picture of himself at a hockey game.
And then I need another one for Saturday, right?
Yes. Yeah, 2
I'm
for
trying
Saturday,
to
1
see
for
if I
Sunday.
can actually watch some of these, but I don't think I'll be able to watch any of these. Maybe Rangers Capitals, but Ben already took that one.
Okay.
I'll say Avalanche and Canadians.
All right.
Okay.
So definitely. All right. So Avalanche Les Habitants. Gotcha. All right. And now for Sunday, which there's only 5.
Lightning and Duck for sure.
Quack.
Wow.
And then
no hesitation. That's it. Pump the brakes. No hesitation on that one. All right. And as for me, I'm going after an original 6 matchup with the Bruins and Maple Leafs. Then I'm going with the Wild and the Hurricanes. In my opinion, a potential Stanley Cup matchup right there, Wild and the Hurricanes. And for my Sunday game, I got to go Penguins and Hurricanes. That's a Stanley Cup final. That is a Stanley Cup playoff matchup. Thanks, Ben. Anywho, that is it for our podcast, which of course is brought to you by Fubo TV. Fubo TV, of course, is a streaming service that not only you can watch live sports, but you can also watch movies and TV all in one place. Of course, there's a 30-day trial, but if you want to give Fubo TV a try and escape cable, why don't you use our affiliate link in the bio wherever you get your podcasts? Show the channel some love and support your favorite podcasters, the Social Sports Network. Hey, thank you, Ben. Anywho, that is it for Biscuits and Penalties. Obviously, we'd like to thank our affiliates before we leave. We're going to thank Fanatics, Bulletproof Coffee, Dr. Squatch, Sleeves, W Energy, Duke Cannon, Century PC, Smack and Sunflower Seeds, Raw Nutrition, and of course, Fubo TV. Don't forget to check us out on YouTube as well. If you are on YouTube, please like, subscribe, and show the channel some love.
Even comment.
And leave a comment. Yeah, we'd love to hear from you. Of course, rate us on Spotify as well.
Just take it easy on me because I'm new to hockey.
It's okay. It's okay, Kat. No problem. But also, don't forget, we have our other podcasts on the way as well. We have the Hard Count coming tomorrow. We have the Dirt and Turf podcast and we're anticipating season 2, right, Kat?
Oh yeah.
And we just had our 1-year anniversary of our first ever Lap Down podcast too.
Excellent. That's great to hear, Ben. Lap Down is getting ready for season 2 as well. So do give a listen out for those as well. But again, that is it for Biscuits and Penalties podcast. Once again, I am your starting goaltender, and I hear the Zamboni. We got to step off. So we will see you next time.